back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down and 6 now.
Hey, take 26.
They'll go again with Hall. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Wide left.
One more time with Hall. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll try to run with Hall. And this time he is in. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's May. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. K.J. Osborne, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, May with it. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there. Jermaine Johnson, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Jets at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle him free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now, hang on. We've got an injured player down there, and oh, that's Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback shaken up. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll give to Hall. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
This out quickly to Williams. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Taylor. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Patriots nothing.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. Straight ahead is Hall. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To the air, May. This one left side caught by Gibson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Throwing here is May. Flush to his right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Play action, May. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Taylor. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. The slot man in motion right. Now it's Taylor. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Slide for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Jets 10. Joey Slye to kick off for the
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner,
right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
and you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
To throw, it's May. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A heck of an effort there on the scramble, leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Here's May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Field goal unit and Joey Slye now. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Slye able to put this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Marte Mapu, and he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
They'll throw with May. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Sly able to put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Final play of the half. It's Taylor. This one deep for Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. C.J. Mosley able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Now back to throw. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Williams being motion left. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Let's go.
To throw again is Taylor. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson from 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Right side, Thornton with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick-6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd have this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They set up the screen for Stevenson.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw again. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jets 24. Joey Sly to kick off for the Patriots.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll try to run a reverse here.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down at 7.
Let's go now.
Taylor.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Taylor will throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Williams, the man in motion left. Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Now Taylor. Now he steps away. Room here to run. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Here's Taylor. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Jets are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains, defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And he rifles one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Taylor's going to keep this.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Play action, now Taylor. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 8 yards out.
And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
They'll get this into the hands of Stevenson.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
From the gun, it's made.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Patriots get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Joey Slye for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Jets 31. Joey Slye to kick off for the Patriots.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Taylor
He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here comes second down.
Come on, set.
Now Taylor.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To the air, May.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 right, 18 right.
Throwing now is Taylor.
That's caught by Wilson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Here we go. Ready?
Now it's Taylor. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Play action. May. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Taylor to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Pats, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.